Hi kids, welcome back to our Catechism for Kids series. Do you know who Saint Cassian of Imola was? Well, let's find out. August 13th is the feast day of Saint Cassian of Imola, a schoolteacher who gave his life for his faith in Jesus, martyr of Imola, near modern Ravenna, Italy. He was a teacher arrested for being a Christian. His students were invited to hack him to death when he refused to deny Christ. Prudentius recorded Cassian's grisly martyrdom, noting that the students could not wield mortal blows, thus prolonging the martyr's agony. His cult is confined to local calendars. Little is known about his life, although the traditional accounts converge on some of the details of his martyrdom. He was a schoolmaster at Imola, but rather than sacrifice to the Roman gods, as so ordered by the current emperor, Julian the Apostate, he was condemned to death and turned over to his own pupils. Since they were eager for revenge for the many punishments he had inflicted on them, they bound him to a stake and tortured him to death by stabbing him with their pointed iron stili. The device is then used to mark wooden or wax writing tablets. Cassian suffered in one of the persecutions of the 4th century, but in which cannot be assigned with any certainty. He was interred by the Christians at Imola, where afterwards his relics were honored with a rich mausoleum. His traditional date of martyrdom is August 13th, 363. Hence, August 13th is his feast day on the Roman calendar. Cassian is the patron saint of Mexico City, Imola, Italy, Sucos in Croatia, and of parish clerks. Camacchio Cathedral and Cathedral of Brixen are dedicated to him. He is also the patron saint of the localities of San Castiano in Val di Pesa and San Castiano de Bagni, both Italy, and Las Galatas, Tenerife, Spain. Cassian's center is named for him. In the novel, A Confederacy of Dunces, by John Kennedy Toole, protagonist Ignatius Riley informs one of his professors that Saint Cassian of Imola was stabbed to death by his students with their stili, a holy death that his professor would not merit. Annie Dillard also makes reference to him in her 1992 novel, The Living. Bethel College had a Cassinus lounge in the faculty offices area. The German jurist Carl Schmitt named the place in which he spent his late years in Plattenburg as San Castiano. According to the common opinion for the own Schmitt, the most obvious interpretation. This referred to some place near Florence, Italy, called San Castiano, in which Machiavelli spent the time during which he wrote some of his most influential works. In Ride the Cyclone, a 2008 musical with a 2016 off-Broadway run, the cast of deceased students are all members of the fictional St. Cassian High School Chamber Choir. When August 13th, we celebrate St. Cassian, who gave his life so that people would know and follow Jesus. He showed us that following Jesus is worth everything, even our lives. And he also showed us the greatest act of courage, which is being able to forgive someone who has hurt us very badly. And now you know who St. Cassian of Imola was. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends and family. And you can also check out our other videos, which are all about God, Jesus, the Bible, and the saints. Thanks for watching. See you next time.